On this RV short, we're going to go over boondocking. What exactly is boondocking? Well, in most cases, boondocking is when you have no hookups. Harvest Host is a good example of that. You go in there, they give you a spot to park. You have no electricity, no sewage, no gas, no you don't have any hookups at all. So what you have to do is be pretty much self-contained. So I'm going to go over a few things you want to make sure you have when you're out to go boondocking. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to look at how many days you're going, and you got to understand the limitations of your rig. In our case, sewage, water, and all that setup, we've come to the conclusion that about 3 days, unless you're going to haul something away, about 3 days is where the max is. I mean, some people can get a week out of these things, but what we've done is with your standard batteries that come with these, you probably would have some issues, especially with the newer ones with the refrigerators running off the 12 volt. We have the 100-watt panel, and we did upgrade to lithium, but we still kind of stick with that 3 to 4 days at the most. And like I say, our battery, it usually runs down to about 75% in the by the end of the morning, and then our solar panel actually boosts those right back up again. So we have pretty good luck with that. So that's the main thing, is that first off is your battery and your electric setup. And you got to understand that you have to have everything on 12 volt. Your cooking is going to be set up where that you have to have you're going to use your propane, your stove, or your flat top grill. Next thing you're going to look at is your water. And what I do, I always, no matter what, I always travel with about 5 gallons of water in my freshwater tank. That way I can flush toilets on the way in, and I can use it as my bathroom as I'm towing it, so I can have that ability. So I always, anytime I tow with 5 gallons. Now if I'm going to go somewhere for a couple days, I want to boost that. I'm critical on weight, so I don't want to go over about 10 gallons, and I have a meter that I use for that. And I think I've shown this on other videos, but it's the old save your drop meter, and I meter how much I put in there. I put about 10 to 12 depending on if I'm going to have access to water. But I do know that I won't go more than 10 gallons, and if I need more water, I'll show you what I have over here on the other side. So what I do have is of course I have my normal hose that I can use if I can find somebody that'll give me some water. But I also have this little igloo, I believe this is how many gallons? I guess that's maybe a 4 to 5 gallon igloo water, and that way if I need to haul some water, I'll fill that thing up, and I'll fill it up as I need it in my actual fill up fresh water. So that's something you want to make sure you have. Now what you want to do before you leave, of course, you want to have all your tanks pretty well empty when you get there, and you're going to have to make arrangements. Either stay at a campground before you come home that has a dump facility, or I'll show you here where I went down to get I dumped at a Love's Plaza, so you need to have access to that. I'll show you here where we went to do that. So what do you do when you're out boondocking? Well, if you got a Love's Travel Plaza, this is what you do. $10, you can go and you go to the plaza and you go inside, and in this case they have a guy that comes out. Sometimes they give you a key, but this is what you got. He's gonna come out here and open this up. Here's the little sign, and in this particular case, you got a hose. You're gonna have to provide your own hose. Normally, campground, you'll have your own hose, and so I do have one extra hose I have. So we'll get that together and get her done. Like I say, it's the only way to do it. If you're boondocking and you don't want to go into a campground for one night, then this is the way you want to dump. It works out good for me because this is about 5-6 miles from my house, so I can get this done right before I get home. Another thing you might want to consider is how much dishes you want to produce. Sometimes we'll just take paper plates with us and go with that, but like I say, you still have access to water. In this GeoPro, you can go with the gas fired. Instead of using the electric on the water here, you can go with the gas, and you can actually get hot water, so you can do your own dishes while you're out. So that's not too big of an issue there. And that's pretty much all I have for this video. Like I said, I just wanted to show you a few things you want to consider when you're out going to boondock, and this is a few things you just want to make sure you do things just a little bit different than your normal setup, but it works out good. We've had great experiences with Harvest Host. I think we went 3 days without any kind of hookups, heading out to South Dakota, and had no problems with it. But it's real rewarding. You just got to think things a little bit differently, conserve your electricity, conserve how much water you use, and shouldn't have any problem with it. And that's about all I got on this video. We'll see you on another one.